Robert Heffernan with EndoTech. Happy Monday, the first full week of February. It's actually just post Super Bowl here in the US of A. But cryptos, they trade 24/7, 365 days a year. In this weekly segment of Blockchain Vitals, this is my chance to talk about that weekly fractal, the weekly chart, which is so important in my analysis. And some big news on the weekly chart. I can't wait to talk about it in the vitals, but let's do the rounds. Doing the rounds, we do it every day that I do a segment. It's my chance to talk things in the crypto sphere, what I'm seeing in blockchain assets. And I'll tell you the truth, I've been off for the weekend. I watched the Super Bowl, the most brutal Super Bowl pretty much I've ever watched. I mean, it was brutal. And a defensive gem, give me a break, it was the worst. I'm still a little bitter that the Bears weren't in it, and I want to make a new prop bet. What happens first? Bears win the Super Bowl or Bitcoin trades 20,000. It's going to give us a full year, right? Well, I mean, the Bears might not even make the playoffs next year, so it might be 2 years. I don't know. I need to work a little NFL football into this broadcast. But that's my prop bet. Who wants a little action? Bears win the Super Bowl before Bitcoin trades 20,000. Let's put that one out there right away. Other than that, as I perused the headlines, the only thing I saw is a super intelligent guy, a guy worth way more money than me. And I think it was an old headline, though, because it was the headline and part of somebody's broadcast. And I couldn't find the confirmation as I searched. But Mike Novogratz liking XRP versus Bitcoin. And when I hear somebody make a statement on one they like, I immediately look at the bet, right? Look at the chart. And Mike, yours. I will sell XRP by Bitcoin here, the way this chart looks. And, XRP is a funny thing, man. It gets these massive spikes and then it falls back down, settles back down. I don't know. When this thing turns and runs, and I really think it's got a chance to turn and run in February. All right, I'm going to say that right now. In February, I really think these things have a chance to turn and run in February. And if I think that when they do turn and run, I just think Bitcoin outperforms XRP in a bullish setup. Anyway, let's take the vitals and talk about the weekly because incredibly important what's going on here. All right, taking the vitals, and this week I'm going to be talking EOS. Let's talk a little EOS for the week. And right now, EOS is trading a 241. 241 in EOS. All right, 241 right there, dead smack dab in the middle of its momentum modeling. 240 being the average, is trading 241. For me, more importantly, 204 is lower momentum on the weekly. And even more important than that, hold on, let me find it. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, EOS, like many of these, last week's lower momentum was $1.99. This week, 204. For the first time in weeks and weeks and weeks, we don't have deteriorating momentum levels on the weekly. And that you have to pay attention to this trade set. I'm telling you, I've been watching these things a long time. And when you get a change in the potentials, you must pay attention. So for me, right now, they can go test 204, but that's big technically, that the deterioration in potential has stopped. And we actually have a increasing potential here. 241 last in EOS, though. Nothing to talk about on the daily, really, as it's right back, smacking a little. Below the pivot, I could see these things trade. This is important here because I can actually see these things trade a little bit south, and people are going to say, here comes the big washout. And until they could take out these lower momentum levels on the weekly, this is a major bear trap setting up here. All right? So that's EOS, mind the Mo, and that Mo on the week 204, weekly average 277, and monthly lower momentum 295, the most important levels going forward here at EOS. All right? Listen, I'm going to say goodbye to the YouTube crowd because you need to be an EndoTech subscriber to partake in all of the actionable trading content supplied at EndoTech.io. So please go to EndoTech.io if you watch this on YouTube and subscribe. See you later, YouTube.